Okay, for Spire 2.4, we've included some payroll year-end improvements. The 2.4 version includes the January 2017 payroll table changes, but we still have the 2016 tables in there as well. So if you can go ahead and install it even if you have not completed payroll for 2016, because when you create a time card, it looks at the date you're using and uses the correct tables. So let's go through those changes we've made for the year-end process. So first of all, if you attempt to do a payroll entry into the new year before having closed the payroll year, this is what's going to happen. So I'm going to go ahead and add a time card, and I'll use January 2017. And we'll throw an employee on here, and immediately it says, unable to create a time card for future payroll year. Please perform at year-end before creating time cards for 2017. So this is going to prevent the problem of accidentally posting something into the new year before you've closed it and having it mess up your T4s. Okay, so let's go through that. We're going to go up to payroll, and we'll say payroll year-end. It warns that you should back up because, of course, this does change the employee tables to update the time cards, moving things from this year to last year. So actually, before we do that, let's just have a look. So we look here at earnings, and this person has just a few earnings from this year and some for last year. So now let's go ahead and do the payroll update. Proceed. Okay, so now it warns us you cannot do this because you have to log into the last day of the current year end. This is just to prevent somebody from running the procedure without really thinking about it. So what we do then is we just exit out and go back in again using the correct date. So we hit the F12 to pop back out, and we'll go back in, and this time we'll log into the last day of the year, log into the data again, and this time we go payroll, and we go update or year end, proceed, and complete. And then we just go to employees again, look at that same employee, and go to the earnings tab. And now this year's stuff is now on the last year. Okay. Now that we've done that, we want to run our TD1 updates. So we go back to payroll, and we run TD1 update, and it shows each employee, their current claim amounts, what the basic claim is federally, and what the increase is going to be, and what the new claim amount is. So you see a couple of people are different here, and 1.4% is going to push them up a little bit. Okay, the provincial column here doesn't matter in this case because we're doing the TD1 itself for federal. So then we can go to the provincial tab here and double check these as well. It puts the percentages in for each province. So instead of like last year of setting everybody back to basic on provincial update, we're actually updating it by the percentage given by the province and shows a new claim. So this is actually a really good way to review your TD1 claim amounts for each of your employees, because sometimes they tend to get a bit out of whack because by just increasing them or decreasing by the federal or provincial amounts each year, and without reviewing them, you maybe have your employees set at the wrong amounts. So once you've set that, you can, if you need to, tweak this or actually manually key in the new claim amount if you wish. Yeah, but once you've set it all up, you hit the apply, and it updates the TD1 amounts, and that's all done as well. Okay, another key thing that I wanted to show you is that once you have closed your year, and we looked at this time card, actually it was the next person along, this time card here, and we see the earnings. That wasn't the one. There it is, this person here. And if you do need to post a time card to the past year, let's say you're into January and February and your accountant has asked you to do another transaction for 2016 or the previous year, and you've already closed your year with Spire 2.4, it's actually not too late. We're just going to log back out again. Okay, so we're going to log back in again, and we're going to be in 2016. And then you'll notice if we just double check that employee, earnings is 572, nothing for this year. So typically now if you posted something new into payroll, it would always go to this year. So we're going to post it for December, pick the employee, and let's say we wanted to add some profit share or something that we forgot to put in, or that we've decided to put in. And we go ahead and post that time card. And cancel that because I don't need the printout right now. And then we'll go back to that employee and look at the earnings tab. And we'll see that it got included in last year. Okay, so that automatically went to last year instead of putting into this year column. But if we date, of course, a January payroll, it'll go into this year. So it's really good for being able to put any backdated transactions in. You are prevented from putting transactions into the new year till closing, but you can still backdate transactions.